Another episode of the JoshCast. So I'm listening to a live broadcast of an opera on NPR. And they are reporting on it like it's a sports event. We're just about to enter into the second act of Carmen Burana. And this happened in the first act, and as you can see right here, this is going to happen in the second act. And it's almost like watching or listening to commentators comment on a sports. I was about to say on a sports match or a game. And I'm wondering, any activity is a little bit more interesting when there are commentators commenting on the activity. I'm veering dangerously close to that Woody Allen bit in Bananas, where Howard Cosell is commentating on Woody Allen having sex with somebody. But any activity, if you have commentators and you apply that to any activity, no matter what. I think even if I'm getting depression, if I'm falling into a depression, which I am doing right now, I think if there were commentators, it would make it fun for outside parties. Well, it's a rainy day right now here in Burbank, California, which is perfect for the first annual Spiral into Depression by Joshua Snyder on his 37th year. I'm Taylor Anderson, and I'm a 5-time depression winner myself. And here with me is my co-commentator, pharmaceutical expert, Sandra Johnson. Hello, it's a pleasure to be here. Hi. I would never take any of the drugs I prescribe myself, but I highly recommend them for you. Yes, so at any rate, we are. Well, I mean, it was in many ways. I think Josh had a rough year last year. There were too many moments of happiness, I think, that sprinkled through, and as a result, it was a very uneven amount of depression. I mean, there was depression, especially in the summer and fall. But then he seemed to pull out of it, and it really disappointed a lot of the fans. Don't you agree? Oh, absolutely. Yes. I think that there was a moment last year where Joshua said, I'm not going to be depressed anymore. I'm going to take action, and I'm going to be a powerful force of change in my life and in other people's life. And as soon as that happened, it really was a disappointment to the fans, I think, because we're not interested in seeing him be happy. He fails to understand what his place is in the world. He is at his best when he's miserable, and that's what he was born to do. And I'm hopeful that this year he'll really be able to sustain that and make it into the semifinals. I think he should, and I think he's got a good chance. Oh, I would agree with that. Yes. So we're starting the day off actually right now. His alarm is about to ring, and his alarm is ringing, and he's hitting the snooze button. This is a good first sign. Very nice. Expert move right there. Anyone with a positive attitude would have immediately gotten up to be productive, and he is now beginning the spiral into depression. What do you think is going on in his head right now? Oh, well, I'll tell you. I'm pretty sure that as soon as he woke up, and this is assuming he didn't have a nightmare, but as soon as he woke up, the realization of his current place in life just kind of came over him, and he realized that he's single and that he's not making it as a comedian, and that he feels he's concerned about his health, about his bladder, and all of these things are just kind of weighing down on him, and that he's just feeling like he wants to just stay in bed. So I think that the fundamentals are there. The fundamentals are definitely there. Yeah, I would agree with that. And so he's reaching the end of the snooze, and just it's anyone's game at this point. His alarm is going off again, and he's hitting the snooze button again. All right, this is now we're talking. Now we are talking. Boom goes the dynamite. This is going to erupt into one excellent depression. The writing is on the wall. I think we're dealing with the Michael Jordan of depression right now. Absolutely, that's a perfect metaphor for what we're seeing. I'm very excited to see how this year will go. That might have gone on for too long. I'll be able to tell by the number of views that I'm not getting. I went to the doctor to check my prostatitis epididymitis. And the good news is, my prostate is fine. The bad news is, my urine flow is weak. And so now I have to wait 3 weeks and go back in, and apparently he's going to check the flow of my urine by putting some kind of ring or on my penis that will momentarily restrict the flow so we can get a sense of what the pressure is from the bladder. Which at this point is the closest thing I will have to sex this year. So I should be excited for the appointment. I really should. But I'm just terrified that it's going to be something serious. And one way, what I hate about this is that even if it's not serious, now I've got to pay for the medical tests. And if it is serious, then it's going to be even more money that I have to pay for. And I'm just I'm losing a lot of hope, and I'm trying to have a sense of humor about it. I really am trying to have a sense of humor about it, but it's hard, and I'm just really scared. Do you see what he's doing there? Do you see what's happening? Look at that. I really like that move, because you could see that he really was trying to find the comedy in the situation, and then he just gave up, and that's wonderful. That really is really encouraging. Yeah, absolutely encouraging. The crowds are cheering for this. This has blown away our expectation of what we were looking for, or what we were hoping for the spiraling into depression. I mean, it's phenomenal. It really is. Look at the way he just backed off like that, and really kind of just fell into a hopeless daze. It's beautiful. I think this is going to be a banner year for him. I really, really do.